After a week of turmoil, we welcome you to the King's Castle. I'm King James, along with the ever-witty Mr. Blair Chopin. Blair, good evening.
Hello, Gonzalez family.
And I'll tell you something.
A week of turmoil. That was a dramatic introduction.
Well, there's a very simple reason why there was a week of turmoil.
Because your wristband?
And it kicks up. No. It's got nothing to do with my
Let's see if
wristband.
the viewers can decipher this. It says Rito Anume and 21. I'm not sure what that means.
Well, anyway,
Not sure what
the
language
reason
that
I say this was a week of turmoil is because there's been one twist after another as we continue the road to WrestleMania. And it all started this past Monday on Raw. You know why?
is. Tell the viewers.
Because General Manager Mick Foley is no more.
He died?
No, he got fired.
Well, that doesn't mean he's no more. He still exists.
Mick Foley was fired as General Manager of Raw after being publicly humiliated again by Stephanie McMahon because he was forced to go out to the ring and read a prepared statement on note cards.
Oh, on note cards.
And then,
What is this, 1995?
and then when he tried to speak his mind,
Were they at least Quizlet note cards?
no,
They were paper note cards.
yes.
Oh, that's humiliating.
But anyway, when he tried to speak his mind, his mic kept getting cut off.
Oh, man.
So then Stephanie comes out to the ring and proceeds to fire him.
Wow.
Next thing you know, Sami Zayn shows up and tries to defend Foley, gets himself put in a match with Samoa Joe, and that was only the beginning. But my question to you, Blair, is, now that Foley's gone, what's next for Raw?
Oh, I'm sure we'll keep chugging
In your
along as
opinion.
usual. I think the real question is, when does Foley come back?
Well,
Because I don't think he's done. I don't think a competitor like Mick Foley and a creative guy like Mick Foley. I mean, he puts a sock on his hand.
right.
He's not your normal kind of guy. I don't think he's just going to go down and let Stephanie McMahon big time him like that. I mean, I think he's going to come back. He might come back at WrestleMania.
Well, stranger things have happened, so we'll see.
Definitely strange.
Anyway, after Foley's
Thank you
unfortunate
to our sponsor, Stranger Things. Check them out on Netflix.
After Foley's unfortunate firing, Stephanie proceeded to punish everyone who had supported him,
Oh, gosh.
including, like I said, putting Sami Zayn in a match with Samoa Joe, and she made Sheamus and Cesaro re-earn their tag team title opportunity at WrestleMania in a 2-on-4 match, which lasted all of 1 minute, because Sheamus and Cesaro's opponents couldn't coexist. I don't know what she was thinking there. But then, things got very interesting as far as the women's division is concerned, because Stephanie gave Nia Jax a rematch with Bayley, and if Nia won, the match at WrestleMania would become a fatal 4-way for the women's title. And I gotta give Bayley some credit. She gave quite the effort, but in the end, the power of Nia Jax was too much. So now the match is a fatal 4-way.
So you got Miles Jack,
No.
Jumping Jacks.
No, it's Nia Jax, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Bayley
That might be the least excited I've been for a match in a while.
for the Raw Women's title.
Oh my gosh.
But now, this is
That's when I go off and play video games. Because that match sounds like a snooze fest.
But this is quite interesting because these are 4 of the most competitive and dominant women
In human history.
of the past several years. And
Move over, Rosa Parks.
the interesting thing about this is Bayley has now gone from a 33 1/3% chance of retaining her title to a 25% chance.
That's not necessarily true.
So
I mean, you could still have favorites.
in your opinion, who walks out with the belt come WrestleMania?
I don't know. Probably Miles Jack. I don't care.
Nia Jax?
I'm not interested in this match at all.
Well, you might be interested in this.
Nope. I'm going to tell you no.
There's been a major league twist as far as
Big league.
the storyline between Triple H and Seth Rollins is concerned.
Oh, this does sound interesting. By the way, I'm picking Miles Jack.
Right. Her name is Nia Jax.
Miles Jack. I feel like he has an advantage being an NFL football player over three women, even though they are.
By the way, I have no idea who Miles Jack actually is.
Yes, you do. We covered him in our NFL draft preview last year, where you infamously asked me what the Jaguars will do.
Oh, I see.
It's your second most favorite sports preview moment since last week.
I see. But anyway, Triple H, as you know, Triple H has been a thorn in the side of Seth Rollins for the better part of 2 months. And Rollins tried to come to the ring.
Question. I have a question for you,
Yeah.
kind of unrelated. Do you think Triple H looks like kind of strange without long hair? Every time I see him, I think he's kind of a weird-looking guy without the long hair.
Yes.
Like, his face is kind of scrunched up, his head's too small for his shoulders, he looks weird in a tie.
I think we got trouble here. Look.
No, we don't.
Anyway.
God bless it. Why do you say things?
Well, as far as it goes to answer your question,
He's a weird-looking guy without long hair.
yeah, but just because the short hair makes him look much older.
I just think he kind of looks like a I don't know, like a turtle.
I mean, quite frankly, this may be inappropriate, and I apologize. But as far as I'm concerned, as long as he keeps the short hair look around, the guy looks old enough to be Vince's twin.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Because Vince looks old. And Vince is a creepy looking guy too because he's way too muscular for his age.
Yeah, but so is Triple H.
There's so many steroids involved. I think Vince got in a car wreck this week because he's putting a needle in his big old butt. Doing some steroids.
Well, for the record, just to calm our viewers here, I've heard nothing about Vince McMahon being in a car wreck.
Oh, he's definitely in a car wreck this week. He's fine, but he was definitely in a car wreck. Come on, Wrestle News and Wrestle Gossip and Wrestling in Your Eye.
They didn't mention that. Sorry. But anyway.
God, you always do this to me. You always try to big time me.
But anyway.
I bring up news and then you're like, it's not news because I haven't heard it.
As far as
We also heard LSU wasn't in the basketball tournament. Let's see.
Alright. We're going to give Blair a chance to prove this is actually true.
Oh my God, 911 audio from Vince McMahon's car accident. Vince McMahon reportedly uninjured after being involved in car accident. What culture? Vince McMahon involved in car accident.
Wow.
Bleacher Report. WrestleZone. Wrestling Inc. Vince McMahon in car accident. Uprocks. Vince McMahon totaled his Bentley outside of the WWE headquarters. SB Nation. Vince McMahon involved in car accident near WWE headquarters. Fansided. Vince McMahon involved in car crash.
Wow.
Would you like any more sources?
I stand corrected. I apologize. But Vince, thank God you're okay.
Who would care?
I would think every self-respecting WWE fan would care. I mean, that man's vision is what gave us the WWE.
Yeah. And is the WWE really that great? I mean, I watched SmackDown Thursday night and I was bored.
You mean Tuesday night?
Tuesday night. It's on Tuesday night. That's stupid. There were a bunch of, fat people, in a dark room and they were just beating somebody up.
Well, we're gonna talk a little more about SmackDown in detail in a moment. But we gotta get back to what I was saying.
Oh, yeah.
Triple H
is a weird-looking guy.
Gave an interesting proposal not too long ago.
Was it a proposal or a promposal?
It was a proposal for a match. See, Seth Rollins has kind of been the thorn in his side, like I said before, and he tried to save Mick Foley last week only to get himself injured again. So now, thanks to a report that we got from Seth Rollins' doctors, the doctor says he's progressing, but he might not be cleared by WrestleMania. However, Triple H says there is one way the match can still happen between him and Seth. All Seth has to do is show up in Philadelphia next week on Raw and sign a hold harmless agreement. Which, for those of you that don't know, means that the match will not be sanctioned by the WWE and Triple H himself cannot be held responsible.
That is the dumbest storyline I've ever heard.
Why?
Because of course the match is going to be sanctioned by the WWE.
but it means that anything goes, and it's basically a street fight. And he can't be held responsible for any injury.
Well, of course he would be held responsible. What? It's the dumbest storyline I've heard.
What? Seriously?
Yes. Who do they think they're fooling?
Well, we gotta
I'm
be
sick of the fake injuries. Can we just stop with the fake injuries? Guy goes off and shoots a movie. This is what happens in the WWE all the time. Someone goes off to shoot a movie or to be on Baywatch or to, I don't know, try their hand in something else, and all of a sudden, oh, they had a broken leg, but they could wrestle next week. And if they do, we aren't responsible. Like, come on.
Well, I think you're being a little disrespectful here, but
To who? Who am I being disrespectful to?
you're being disrespectful to the creative team.
They suck! They've sucked for years. When's the last time you've been captivated by something?
Let's see.
You probably every week. But they suck. They can't even make Goldberg attractive.
Well,
The Goldberg storyline sucks.
Speaking of Goldberg, I do have some news relating to that too, but I'll save that for the next segment. We're gonna get to the Goldberg news, plus tell you more about the SmackDown side of things after this. So stay right there.
Frickin' Sonny Ruiz. We won't be held responsible, Seth Rollins, if you trip on concrete. Well, of course you can be held responsible. What do you think? Oh, Seth, you're on your own to pay your own medical bills. Old Triple H and WWE won't pay for it. We're $1 billion company and you're our most popular wrestler, but we won't pay for it. Oh, your butt hit the concrete. You need some ass surgery. Oh no, we're not gonna pay for it. We don't care about you, Seth. Go on out the door, even though you're our only hope for the future. Go on out that door, Seth. Who do they think they're fooling?
Boy, you're crazy.
Dumbest storyline ever.
You're crazy.
I'm just tired of the fake injuries. Everyone suffers the most cataclysmic injury in the WWE every week because they want to take a week off to go to Myrtle Beach and hang out at the Hooters. Like, come on.
Well, that's a matter.
Where's Finn Balor at? Is he still combing his hair?
No, we've seen him at some WWE live events, but he hasn't made his return to television yet.
He should. Anyways, we'll go to the next video.